Antonia. Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video from me. This time it's also a very long video again. I thought it would be fun to create another small floating island, and it actually took me 1 or 2 days to finish everything. That's also why I didn't upload much in the last few days. And yes, the theme of this floating island is cottagecore. But as you know me, I also added a fairycore again. I really love it, and that's why I had to include it. And yes, I hope you enjoy this build as much as I enjoy creating it. And in the end, it's like a mix of cottagecore and fairycore. But yes, for now, let's not talk too much and let's get started. So I would say let's start again with the center. This time I decided to build a small floating island with a tree in the middle. Around it, I created a beautiful river using the river cat bundle again. And to be honest, the beginning was a bit hard for me. I didn't really know what to build at first. I think these floating islands are just so big and there's so many possibilities. You can build so much and do so many things. And something I totally forgot to say at the beginning. The beautiful dress you saw at the start of this video is from Lilith. I also link her Instagram in the video description. But yes, for now, I created a little river around the tree and it's some nice shapes and decorations. It actually took me quite a long time finishing the river because I also wanted to add these beautiful swan boats. But once I was finished with the river, I started using a mix of those lovely pink trees, some bushes and so on. Then I decided to place those beautiful archways. You will see them in a second. And I think got them from a star path a long time ago. But yes, maybe they're coming in again in the shop. And yes, I also tried using the new columns at first, but changed my mind, though later I added them again because they looked really cool. And of course I had to include all the new items. I feel I had to use them everywhere. And today also I got some super cute pretty new stuff again, some really nice chairs and everything. And I've been thinking about building a castle next, maybe something like the Aurora style castle with the new Sleeping Beauty items. I think that would be also super cozy again. Let's see, maybe I will build that soon. And if you guys want to see it, let me know in the comments. Alright, let's move on. Once I've finished the island, I started working on a little village area. And I was thinking or already build a kind of natural Sleeping Beauty house in Metopia. If you haven't seen that yet, make sure to check it out. It was actually my last video. But for this time, I wanted to try something a bit different. So I started with a small fountain in the middle. I added some bushes and flowers around it, a few archways again, and some seating areas. just to feel like make it very like a little village. And I also like really wanted to include the new house because I think the colors, the pink ones, fit so perfectly here. And I also like used one of the other houses too, so in the end I made like a mix of 3 houses, and honestly I really love it how it turned out. I was also thinking for a while about like how to place the other buildings, like the fairy house. You will see it on the right side. And I thought it might be like fun to add something like a windmill, but in the end I decided like to move it to a different spot. So when I already finished their little village, I thought it would be like really cute to give Aurora her own small island garden. And you know, in the story, the 3 fairies also live with her, and I also like would be nice to add like a bit of that magical feeling. And that's why I also like decided to include more fairycore elements again. So on the left side on the island, you have the cottagecore part, and on the right side it turns into like a more like little fairy paradise. And like I said, it's already like a mix of cottagecore and fairycore. Honestly, I feel like we don't have that many cottagecore items yet. I kind of wish we had more like small decorations or my styles like of tables and chairs that really give off that cottagecore feeling. But yeah, I tried to make like the best of it, what we have so far, and in the end I think it turned out really cute. Okay, let's go back to the center of my cottagecore island. It's actually very similar to my fairycore island. I just really like it when the fountain is in the middle, right where you arrive. So I decided like to put it in the same place again. I think I built it almost the same as before, but it really looked super nice. So I thought maybe I can just keep it like that. But in the end, I changed like a little, made some new decorations and so on. Added like the 2 gazebos on the left and right side, some bushes and trees behind the fountain. And at first, I wanted like to use some touch of magic stones again, but then I thought like, no, let's try something new. And that's why I decided like to use stone path instead, and added more some bushes, some benches and places where you can sit and relax. And I also like removed the 2 columns you see, and I really like to try not to build the same thing every time, but it's really hard for me to build something completely different new, because I just love all the nature and green areas so much. And yes. Now let's move on to the left side of my floating island, my cottagecore side. And here I decided to use Belle's house because it just fits perfectly here. What can I say, guys? I wanted like to keep this area a bit more simple. So I created like a small lake in front of the house with lots of trees, lots of bushes and flowers. And everything looks like a bit wild and overgrown. And in the back I also like added a small fountain. It's like a really simple build, and I think it looks very beautiful. Sometimes it's less more, and I didn't add it too much here. I used some brown stones too. I got them a while ago from the Star Pass, in case you're wondering. I know people asked me a lot then, but yes, it's very basic and natural here, this house. Now let's talk about my next house, the Enchanted Forest house. And here decided to create a small farming area and a small little farm hut. On the left side I made a pumpkin patch, and on the right side I built a small space for a beekeeper with beehives and jars of honey. And I thought that idea was really cute. And here I used green and orange colors, kind of bell style, because I wanted this side to feel very cottagecore. I also decided to use the round stone path here, and because I thought they looked really nice and supernatural, and I really wanted this area to feel calm and peaceful. And I also added some of those giant fairy leaves, big clovers, and so on, because I still wanted to feel a bit magical. Like I said before, it's really a mix of styles. Alright, guys, we're now coming to the last few minutes of this video, and now we're on the right side of my cottagecore island, on the fairycore side. And here I decided to use two fairy houses. One is the mushroom house and the other one is the tree fairy house. I really love both of them because they feel very fairycore, but also a little cottagecore, mostly because of the colors, and I think they match so well here with the other houses I already placed here. And it was really important for me that this area still feels very cozy and magical. For the mushroom house, I didn't add too much, just a few more items, some mushrooms around it, and maybe like this is the place where fauna, flora, and sunshine live, and they can visit Aurora from there. Overall, I think the whole island looks super cute, and I've been thinking maybe I could build a small fairy forest in Mythopia next. Since now I have Tinkerbell's house and some of the other fairy houses again. And yes, if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments. That's it actually for now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you don't want to miss anything, just subscribe to this channel. I hope you have a wonderful day and hope to see you next time. Bye bye!